Good evening, OWLS family. Oh my gracious, we've been fighting to get into StreamYard. Sorry for being late. And then if that's not fun enough, the landlady showed up dead at 6 p.m. to get payment, which took her a week to come get. So here we are. Welcome everyone. Good evening, hoot, hoot. How is everyone doing? And hello to those who come in to watch the replay. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it more than you know. So does Junior. Junior going wave? Good evening, Sister Tammy. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Good evening, Chris. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Good evening, Inspired by Pink. Good evening, Renee. How are you doing? Hoot, hoot. Good evening, Angela. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Good evening, Jennifer. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Oh no, thanks for letting me know about Xander. Car trouble. Poor thing, I swear. Good evening, Nancy. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Let's see. Good evening, Mohair Spinner. Hoot, hoot. Welcome into chat. OCO Sister Bounty. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? I'm exhausted, y'all. Good evening, Grandma Teresa. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. Good evening, Shirley and Evie. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Good evening, Monica. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. I gotta get a drink, y'all. I tell you, man, apparently Junior's popping the top too. Oh my gracious. I'm telling you. I've been fighting to get into StreamYard for about 20 minutes. Good evening, Gloria. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? I hope everyone had a happy Mother's Day yesterday. I'm exhausted. I'm hurting from yesterday. I got the lawnmower kind of running, but then it quit. I think I need a new spark plug. So I weed eated for hours to cut most of the grass down. And yeah, not gonna lie, I'm hurting. And of course, unfortunately, it's good, but it's bad. I was born with an enlarged breastbone, bigger than it should be. It helps in case somebody wants to. Yeah, they can't get through that. But somehow I aggravated it yesterday. I think it was the twisting and turning using the weed eater. So I'm here. Mama Owl is here. Whew. Well, at least you'll have a break Saturday for a little while. Oh my gracious, I'm tired. I'm still tired from yesterday. Got a bunch done. And if my chest will quit hurting, no, it's not my heart. It's my breastbone. I'll start tilling in the garden, hopefully. Been planting seeds, trying to get them a going. Good evening, Carol Ladybug. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Oh, good evening, Keith. Welcome in the chat. Happy to hear that your mom's out of the hospital. Okay, Shirley, let me get the pad out here. Dr. Wednesday. Evie, you need to slow down, honey. You need to slow down. Good evening, Funny Farm. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Good evening, Perlio. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Good evening, October Opal, darling. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Tired. I'm tired. Tammy on a roll tonight. What did she say up here? Let me go back up. Hold on. Oh Lord, don't click on nothing. Okay, caught that up. So, how is everyone doing this evening? Yes, Tammy's on coffee. I bet you she's got a big cup of coffee. But yep, been busy, been hopping. Finally got my whole sweet potatoes planted in a container today so I can start on slips. I've got to put more hay in the sweet potato beds. I've got to do a lot of stuff. I still got more raised beds. I got raised bed. October Opal said hello, baby, junior baby. I got to figure. I got to get more hay into the sweet potato beds. I've got more raised beds to finish filling up, and I got some raised beds to put together, and then start on the garden. Then I got Concord grapes to plant. I've got to get the muscadines in the ground, figure out where I want them going. The elderberries are looking really good. The other ones that I finally got around to planting have took off like crazy. And yeah, lots of stuff to do. I ain't even hardly had time to even look at my phone. What? Wait a minute. Double hooded eyelids? Never heard of that. Now listen, as much rain as you get up there, you shouldn't have dry eyes at all. Humidity should be good up there. Are you getting enough fluids in you? See, I've never heard of that. Oh no, I wasn't making fun, but I just haven't heard of that one. That's a new one on me. See, learn something new every day. What are you laughing about? It's not funny. I was just saying that I've learned something new. Or was you laughing at a response? I didn't see a funny response. Ha ha! There you go, Pearlio. And I would have been there if I was closer. Oh, this old guy laughs throughout the day, I'm telling you. No, she's in Canada. Nope, she's Canadian. For now, she's Canadian. We don't know what's going to happen with all them up there. Whoa, there you go, Angela. Nice. Good. Oh, good news. Landlady was here. Uh, she looked at me. She goes, "Okay, now again, where? How much property do you want?" I told her exactly how we wanted to go, and she says, "Okay, no problem." So slowly but surely. I'm sorry, Opal. So yeah. Oh, on a happy note, I have so far two sugar cane germinating. So woohoo, they're coming up. And so far, four of the rhubarb are up and growing like crazy, y'all. Ah, yeah, I know how expensive them metal buildings are. They're not cheap. And we tried. We tried to get a riding lawnmower through Lowe's. Yeah, it got denied on that one. So I'll be continuing to weed eat and push mow the grass. Eventually, I'll have a riding lawnmower. Lord knows I need one. There you go, Opal. There you go. Yeah, I usually tell people if you're going to get me something for Mother's Day, let it be live plants. Live plants. That way they can just keep on growing. Yeah, the little lawnmower is self propelled, but I've got over an acre to mow, so it can get interesting. I think it's an acre. It's right around it, little over. It's way bigger than the place we did have. Can't afford to hire out. Mm-mm. And nobody would go around to see. I've got showy uh, evening primrose coming out. There's ditch lilies coming up, corn lilies coming up. Nobody would want to, take the time to mow around them. Yep, I got a lot of yard. I got a lot of yard. About half of it, about half of it is wooded, so that's a bonus there. Yeah, Keith, they run off of AI. I do not support anything AI, and plus it wouldn't work. My yard's too big. I had I had one. They were going to do a collaboration with me until I found out it was AI, and I told them no, thank you. Yeah, I would. I was. We were going for the cheapest riding lawnmower we could get. Yeah, them zero turns. No, I'm scared of them things. But yeah, I don't want none of those robot lawnmowers. And I turned it down. It was worth $500. I told them if you have one that's not AI, I'd be more than happy to collaborate and show people. But all they worked with was AI, and I told them no, thank you. Good evening, D. Welcome into chat. Hoot hoot. How are you doing? But no, I'll just have to keep doing the weed eater and self-propelled little lawnmower once I get it running, and just keep praying that just poof, a riding lawnmower will show up. But yeah, them zero turn make me nervous. I'd probably end up killing myself on it. Keith, go ahead. Go ahead. Do one of those. I used those when I was a kid. That's what I had to mow our grass with. Yep, that was a little yard. You go ahead. More power to you if you want to use it on over an acre. Good evening, Susan. Welcome into chat. Hoot hoot. How are you doing? No, not really. I just put plants out. See how they're gonna look. Try to keep the same kind of idea of like tea herbs, medicinal, so on. Bloop bloop, and just plant them. Keith, I have plants that goats can't eat. But I plan on having goats later on, but in a pen. See, my problem, Bounty, is I don't have flat land. I'm up on a ridge and there's dips and hills and yeah, it's not flat. Not a lot of it at all is flat. Yep, but I just we can't afford one of them things. They're so expensive. Man, they declined us for the cheapest Craftsman riding lawnmower. Yeah, there ain't no way on earth they'd let us have one of them. But yep, I've used the old fashioned non motorized push mower. Yeah, especially try using it when the blades go dull. Yeah. Good evening, Pete. Welcome into chat. Hoot hoot. How are you doing? But yeah, what else was it? Oh, I don't know if I said it. I've done said so much. Two so far. Two of my sugar canes have germinated and they're coming up. Good evening, Jeff. Welcome into chat. Hoot hoot. How are you doing? Two of the sugar canes are up. About 45 more or so to go. No, I do everything you see on my channel. I do on my cell phone. Only time I do use my laptop is I use for live stream. Will you be careful, Pete? Safe journey. Have fun. Is this the permanent move or just going to see the place? To be honest, I think it's 8AB. I'm on the cusp. I'm 8A, I know for a fact, but it sometimes it acts like 8B. It's weird because we're way up higher than we used to be. Good evening, Apple. Welcome into chat. Ooh, how are you doing? All wonderful, Pete. You be careful now. Let me know that when you make it safely. Okay, Bounty, get you one for me too. Pete says hi. No, it did not come back at all. Don't ask me why. Not yet. I haven't done anything. I'm still hoping it'll show back up. But we did get brutally cold here. See, the comfrey's already up and blooming in the same bed, but the pineapple sage hasn't come back yet. $20 on sweetgrass, you can harvest it. Yes, just be careful. 20 inches is nice. Mine's are growing real nice. I'm probably, if I harvest any from it, it might be late this season, but I want it to get good and established before I harvest any. Technically, when I harvest sweetgrass, I use scissors, good sharp scissors, so it'll make a quick cut. Nope, nope, I've had it as perennial many a time. It all depends on the plant. I'm telling you that Myco Bliss is some amazing stuff. Wow, Pearlio, that's really good there. I'm gonna give it a couple more weeks, but we've been warm here for a long time, so I'm thinking that that brutal ice storm might have killed it. Yeah, we're going to get hot. We're going to get real hot. Okay, Pete, you have a wonderful evening, safe journey. You be careful heading down there, and I hope it turns out wonderful for you down there. Have a wonderful week. Let us know that you make it when you get a chance to, and hopefully, we'll see you next Monday night. But yeah, that Michael Bliss works wonders. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot, Pete. You got a channel. See, y'all, I stay so busy, I don't get to watch much of nothing. Depends on what size bag you get. I usually get the 2 pound bags, or here lately I've been getting the 2 pound bags. I get the dust. It comes in dust or granules. I like the dust, it's easier to work with. It's about, for the 2 pound bag, about $25. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jennifer. Xander has been rescued. Yep, I've got to get my prairie sage seeds started. I got my yarrow seeds started today. I got Cleo May seeds started. I got Rose Champion seeds started. What else did I get? Tithiona, also known as Mexican sunflower, started, and temperate Tulsi, holy basil started. Good evening, Ladybug Sylv. Welcome into chat. How are you doing? See, prairie sage is the one that I really like, also known as mountain sage. It smells the best. Okay, Tammy, thank you. Tell Alexander we love him and miss him. Yeah, I ordered my Michael Bliss through Walmart. Mostly, I need to double check it. I'm growing it for the pretty. Yeah, I like the Michael Bliss dust better. Good evening, Kimberly. Welcome into chat. Hoot hoot. How are you doing? Yep, I've been watching them, Carol. I've been watching them. I'm happy that you're here, Kimberly. Yeah, Walmart is the one I buy from. It's a little more expensive on Amazon. Was it the little, like, house plant hydrangeas, or there's actually the bigger hydrangeas? Because unfortunately, a lot of those little houseplant hydrangeas are forced and stressed out, and it kills them. Yes, but it's been a long time since I've planted boxcar willies. Not through Walmart. No, I will if I if I post a link from Amazon, I will make a commission. But I would rather y'all get it cheaper than the commission part. Yeah. Yeah, that's why those little hydrangeas, they are forced to bloom so small. Now, they like shade and they like a little water, and don't drown them. But yeah, I'm planting a lot of different, well, I have planted a lot of different tomato seeds this year. I'll tell you, if you got a brick house up against the close to the wall of the brick house, they like that as long as they're in the shade, because the brick will keep them, will radiate heat for them. Now, a long time ago, I used to have PG or hydrangeas. Those were pretty. They go through three color changes. I'm trying to remember what hydrangeas those are that was at the Botanic Garden. I want those so bad. Oh, I love those big, beautiful hydrangeas. It was there a couple, 10 or more years ago. It was a really, really popular hydrangea. The flowers kind of looked like cones. They were pretty. Is it a hybrid? Whoo! Yeah, I get the 2 pound from Walmart for about 25, $26. Now, it does come in a 5 pound bag, but yeah, I didn't quite want to spend that much for it. Good evening. I should use Rumble. Welcome in. Hoot hoot. How are you doing? I'm trying to remember what the name of that hydrangea was. Oh my gracious, it was so pretty. And I was the one that got to deadhead it and take care of it. I love that hydrangea. Yeah, I used the daylights out of that Michael Bliss. Let me tell you, in 2 weeks' time, the calendula is done grown a foot more. No, it's not Pinnacle. It's Limelight. Limelight. That's what it is. Limelight hydrangea. Oh, that one was that one is pretty. Oh, there you go. Now I'm gonna tell you, I don't like hugelkultur, not using the logs because maybe wake up, caught you drifting. I don't like hugelkultur because the beds that I've done the logs in before, they all shrink down massively when that wood breaks up. Now I'm fine with doing like the lasagna beds, uh, but instead of you could still do hugelkultur, but instead of putting the logs, I'd say wood chips. Wood chips. Hold on, let me catch up. I got to talking. Oh, nice, Bounty. Oh, that sounds so good. I think we're going to have breakfast for dinner. I'm sorry, I wouldn't pay $60 for a hydrangea. I don't care how beautiful it is. Good evening, 10 Tigers. Welcome into chat. How are you doing? Yes, I keep a journal every year of what I plant. Yes, I do. Good evening, Sandra. Welcome into chat. How are you doing? Maybe you've had a nap. What are you doing? Falling asleep? Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Well, just expect later this year or next spring, your bed is going to drop massively. Look at Perlio. Prop lifting. That's a new one on me. I like that one. Did your patchouli come in, Angela? But yeah, that's what the video was this morning. My latest order from Growers Exchange when they had the $5 patchouli sale, and I ended up getting two $5 catnips. Gonna be fussing at Junior baby. Yeah, my sage is about completely done blooming. Here's tomorrow or the next day. I've got to I got to harvest self heal to make tincture and to dry to make infused oil with. My self heal has gone just crazy, y'all. Yeah, I was so aggravated. they had delivered the package on the railing. It had sat there for a little while. I came out, told them thank you, went back in to grab my coffee to come back outside. And right as I started to open the door, I hear flop, 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 flop. So, yeah, the cats just knocked the box off. It rolled several times. So, I'm glad they package plants like they do, or they would have looked horrible. Good evening, Missy Renee. Welcome into chat. Hoot hoot. Yeah, I had the PG um, hydrangea a long time ago, but the ones that I was trying to remember is called Limelight. They are beautiful. They're not cheap either. My my both of my yacons, my red ones and my white ones are growing like crazy. Excuse me. Sweetgrass is doing very well. Over there where I planted kind of under the shade, the patchouli is doing great. The rhubarb has lost its mind. It's done grown like crazy. And it looked like some ginger might be popping up. Yeah, definitely nip those blooms off of that. The only one that you can get away with leaving blooms on that it doesn't hurt them is holy basil, tulsi, or the African blue basil. Good evening, Blackberry Rock Homestead. Welcome into chat. Hoot hoot. How are you doing? But yeah, it's lime, Lime, light. Beautiful, beautiful hydrangea. Massive amounts of flowers. Now, another one I want to get later on down the road is what my grandmother used to have. They're called snowball bushes. Oh, those are so pretty, so pretty. Yeah, I haven't done too much today. I started my sweet potatoes so my slips will grow. I planted some yarrows, a bunch of yarrow seeds, Rose Champion, Tithonia, Mexican sunflower, uh, Rose Champion, Tulsi. I haven't done much because I'm still hurting from yesterday, but I knew I was going to pay the price for it today. All I know is it was limelight. I don't know how much more they could improve on it because those at the Botanic Garden were absolutely to die for. And the aroma, all the aroma was amazing. Good evening, Ingrid. Welcome into chat. Hoot hoot. How are you doing? Weed eated. Weed eated because I got to get a spark plug or something for my lawnmower. Yeah, I weed eated a lot yesterday, and it's the twisting and the turning that got me. I had to get a bunch of it knocked down. Well, the limelight at the Botanic Garden didn't turn pink at all. Didn't turn pink. Good one, Carol. It depends on what you're growing. You just have to look and read on the packets how many days it takes to grow them. Know when your first frost date is. No, I haven't harvested any cat's ear because I don't need any at the moment. But cat's ear here I can harvest year round. Yes, they are much bigger. I've done took several pictures of them in the weekly photo challenge. Oh my God, Pearlio. It can be. You can change if you. The pink ones are more acidic, and if I remember right, the blue hydrangeas are less acidic. If you get your soil perfectly in the middle, they'll be white. Yeah, but yeah, I haven't harvested any cat's ear this year yet. I just realized reading my notes earlier, I got to get out there and harvest some of the, I call it heal all. It's known as self heal. It goes by many, many names. I've got to get it, got to harvest it while it's blooming. And if I cut it back, I don't want to, because a lot of them are almost done blooming. I'm going to leave them alone so I can gather seeds. And the ones that are starting to bloom now, I'm going to harvest some of those to make tincture and make infused oil for salve. I will bring y'all along for that. Yep, Prunella vulgaris. I do not like Latin. I have a hard time with Latin. I should have took it in school, but I didn't. I took Spanish, and well, that didn't work out for me either. Tammy, do you have self heal? Because I do have some seeds, and I'll be harvesting seeds. The ones that's already almost done blooming, I'm leaving them alone. Yep, but that's also another reason why I am considered an unpedigreed master gardener because I refused to take the master garden class because I would have had to learn Latin. I'm good. Yep, I took Spanish for 1.5 years. Went to my guidance counselor and told her firmly, I looked her in the eyes, get me out of that class. I want to go down to something that will bring me peace and harmony because the Spanish teacher was a monster. She was hateful. And if you wasn't in her little clique of rich kids, yeah. So I dropped down from Spanish to ceramics. I never was happier in all my life in school. Oh, thank you, Apple. I am a master gardener. Yes, I am. I made a lot of master gardeners mad because they wanted me to sign up, take the class, do the paperwork, just to have the paperwork saying I'm a master gardener. They told me you're already a master gardener. Even the woman at UT, uh, field support up in Jackson already, she said you're a master gardener. You just need to get the certificate. No. Once I found out what all master gardeners have to do after taking that course and passing, no, you can kiss my grits. It's a, it's a sinkhole. You have to pay dues every year. You have to volunteer your time every year. You have to do this every year. You have to take any courses they come. No, no, I will be uncertified. So I'm an unpedigreed. Unpedigreed master gardener. Yes, believe me, I loved my ceramics teacher like no tomorrow. She laughed when she said, "You you wasn't signed up before. What happened?" I said, "I couldn't take Spanish any longer. Me no habla español no more. I want to learn how to make ceramics." I said, "I need peace in the valley." I said, "She caused me nothing but stress and she was hateful." And she hugged me immediately. So I knew I found my people. Orchids are fun to grow. I just don't have the right place for one. I have grown a mini orchid before. Killed quite a few accidentally because it was too cold, but you could only do so much. I mean, I've been gardening. My grandmother started me gardening as soon as I could walk real good, out there digging in the dirt with her. Yeah, I think what it is, and I'm gonna be honest, I can upset somebody. You know what? You can get over it. I think it was the blood of my ancestors boiling in me, knowing what Hernando de Soto done to my people and all the other Native Americans, and what all the Spanish, the atrocities that they done in this land. I think it was my ancestors that was warring within me. My blood is like going, "No, you ain't." It's just like they didn't want me to learn Latin either. So I'm just that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. That's the only thing I could think of. Yep, it's the blood of my ancestors in my veins are like going, "No, you ain't." Yeah, she was a rich, snotty, old, skinny woman. That yep, she had her cliques in class, and of course I couldn't afford to go on the trips to Spain, so I got looked down upon a lot. So yeah, and plus Latin, I can't get past what the church has done to people. So that's that part too. You okay? But yeah, other than that, everything's growing and going wild here. Let me tell you, I'll do a walkthrough once I get all the herb beds planted. Man, they are growing like weeds, y'all. Growing like weeds. Actually, you shouldn't transplant sunflowers. They don't do as good. It's better to plant the seed straight in the ground. And if you're in Texas, you shouldn't have to transplant them, not one bit. There's a lot of plants that don't do good being transplanted. Sunflower is one of them. They grow a longer, stronger taproot and root system if you just put the seed in the ground where you know you want them to be. All right, I am going for smoke break. Poof, I'm still here. But yeah, sunflowers, you should just plant them in the ground. Yeah, I'm gonna have to relearn my Cherokee thanks to that fever. I know quite a few words, but I am not fluent like I used to be. That's just like corn. You don't transplant corn. Yeah, it don't like it. Ha! Great minds think alike. Jinx, owe me a Coke. But there's a lot of things like winter squash, watermelons, anything binding. It's just best to plant them straight in the soil. Don't try to transplant them. Yep, might as well, as long as you got support for it. I would. But yeah, I'm gonna go in and get the peppers, not the hot ones, but the other peppers. I'm gonna try to till up some tomorrow in the garden, and I need to start some cucumbers and get a bunch of stuff started. Most my main part of my garden's going to be running late. Oh, and I got to get my sorghum molasses, my sorghum um, started. Because this year I'm starting sorghum in seed sales. 'Cause it's going to be so much easier to plug them babies out there. I'm just waiting to have that big, beautiful row of sugar cane growing. But yeah, apparently this time on StreamYard is extremely busy, according to the message I kept getting. That's why we were running late. Landlady and fighting with StreamYard. But tomorrow I have no choice. I have to harvest the kale, collards, whatever they are, because they intermixed like crazy. I got to get them harvested and out of that bed. Oh, that's okay, Apple. I'm just running late because crazy weather. Crazy, crazy weather. Yeah, it's going to be a whole lot better. I just got to figure out how to. I think I'm just going to make cane syrup with it. Now, the sorghum I'll cook down and make molasses. But we've been cold. This has been the coldest May so far that I know of. April, we burn up alive. February, we froze. And the plants are all out of whack. And before I can plant my peppers in the ground, I got to clean all the blooms and little peppers off of them. Oh, I'll bring y'all along for the sorghum growing and the processing as well. Now, if I do the sugar cane right and I can mulch it and protect it real good, it will be perennial here. Because I have to cut it back regardless before the first frost. Okay, Bounty, darling, go right ahead. I understand. Yeah, making molasses is not hard, but you really need to be outdoors. It's like making maple syrup. If you ain't careful, your whole house will be sticky. Okay, Bounty, darling, love you dearly. I know you'll make it back. But yep, I'm looking forward to it. I was so happy when I went to water everything because even though we got those torrential rains, the beds were dry as could be. I just got to get me a hand cranked or electric crusher for the molasses or to do the sorghum and also to do the sugar cane. I might try to evaporate some of the sugar down. I don't know, but I might just make sugar syrup. Now, if I had the setup of two big grinding wheels and a mule, I'd do the molasses and the sugar cane the old way, but I don't have that set up. On the molasses, it's not hard to do. It's you just got to watch it as it boils down. You don't want your heat too high because it'll scorch. And let me tell you, scorched molasses is not good whatsoever. Okay, back. And I'd much rather do it slow and steady than quick. I got the turkey fryer. I just need a big pot. I got to get a big stock pot to boil it down. But I have three or four different kinds of sorghum. And that's another plant. Once you grow sorghum, you'll never have to buy seeds again. That's the kind that I like. I like the plants that once you grow the plants, you got seeds forever. Trying to think what else. Oh, and I forgot I had when I done the hanging basket video, I had one more to do. So I got to get that one planted up tomorrow. Those are going to be really pretty. I'm not going to do a video. I'll do a short. Um, One petunia on one side is a midnight black. It is just black as can be. And the other one is a dark, dark crimson, uh, really dark crimson. So I thought those two would be pretty together. Good evening, Janet. Welcome in. It's been a while. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? But a lot of stuff to get done. I got cucumbers. I've got plenty of. I'll eventually get all the cattle panels I need one day. But I've got plenty of netting to run. I just got to get fence posts. Yep, yep. The other one was salt. Was there anything else? I'll miss you too, darling. Yeah, the salt came. I got to, after live stream, I'm going to cook us dinner and then I'm going to do a gift blessing. But yep, just busy around here. Okay, Luann, you take care. Have a blessed evening. Better week ahead, and we'll see you hopefully next Monday night. Yeah, I haven't seen any videos either. I get notifications once in a blue moon from people. A lot of things. I don't know if you knew or heard, we have moved. Unfortunately, Junior, we got his disability finally. He's he had two major strokes. I don't know how long it's been. Was that the other packages, Angela? Because I meant to call you today, but yeah. Because I know packages from Shirley and Evie. I opened the box thinking it was, something that I had ordered for us. Nope, I saw a gift bag in there. I'm like, oh Lord, no, that's a gift blessing. Yep, this is the Miracle Man Junior. It's a miracle he's alive. Yeah, you're making the videos but not uploading them. No wonder I haven't seen any. Hey, that's not a bad price as long as they're good burgers. Good evening, Letitia. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Okay, yep, we got the salt. Believe me, we are anxiously awaiting to get to make our first ice cream. And I'll be bringing everybody along. And we'll definitely, beginning, no, about the second week of June, we'll be recreating Angela's peach, uh, what is it, your grandpa's peach ice cream. That's like what happened to the order I sent to Xander. Ordered him some surprise molasses. They wouldn't let me do a gift card, which or a gift slip, which made me mad. I don't know where it got lost somewhere in Colorado, and then had to call customer service, get all that straightened out, and have another one sent. Yeah, it took 3 years. Finally got disability. Finally. Oh, the cilantro. Garden hose. Oh, God. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. The tornadoes were below us. There was, we were sandwiched in the middle. The bad tornadoes were below us. The other storms just went north of us. But Lord, let me tell you, the rain, the torrential rain. I could have aired up an air mattress and went dirty water rafting outside. That sounds good, Pete. Lord, some hamburgers sound good. But other than that, we were fine. Now, now I know there was cross somewhere across the road, there was a bolt of lightning that came down, shook Junior in his chair, shook me on the couch. I'm like, oh Lord, that hit something. Now, I don't know if it was their shed, but I know somebody in Prentice County, lightning hit their shed and it caught on fire and burned down. Good evening, new times, new beginnings. Welcome into chat. Hoot hoot, how are you doing? Yeah, because it's getting to the point where we can't buy ice cream in the store. There's just too many chemicals in it, too much artificial sweetener, too much just artificial, and it's getting to the point where there's not any milk or cream being used. So, yeah. Oh, no, D. Wait, where'd it go? Wait a minute. Yeah, no. No, it's a Letitia. I thought that was D, Lord. I'm sorry to hear that. Now, I think at one time we did have some tiny hail because the sound of the rain changed, but it was just one wave of torrential rain left and right. Now, thankfully, we got out of the burn ban. I don't know if we're back yet because none of it really soaked in. It was just such an ungodly downpour after another. It was just rolling by. I am sorry to hear that. That's another reason why I'm thankful because of all these crazy storms that I haven't started a garden yet. Good evening, Barb. Welcome into chat. Hoot hoot. How are you doing? But yeah, I've been so busy, y'all. I barely get to sit down to look at the phone, and when I do, I pass out or I'll eat and I'll go to sleep. Yep. Woohoo! Today, well, this year or this spring's seed swap has been the smoothest seed swap yet. Has been the absolute smoothest. There's only been one that was having trouble getting an email. Other than that, everybody was great. Yeah, and plus, it's hard for me to cut plants when they haven't got to live their full life. I know, Ingrid. I read your comments and everything. I know, darling. And see, that should tell you something's really wrong when Florida, on the ocean, on the Gulf, is in a drought. That should tell you that they're messing with the weather. Yep, our chickweeds done come and gone. Everything was extra early this year. My my hill all, I call it hill all. It goes by self hill. It's been blooming like crazy. But yeah, chickweed's done and over with here. Doc's done went to seed. Oh, you should be able to grow quite a bit as long as it don't burn up alive. There's a few hybrids I do. The dancing, sorry y'all, nose is gone. It's the dancing with Smurfs is a hybrid. Um, but most of all my seeds are heirlooms. Yeah, it's weird, y'all. I'm telling you, it's weird. Yep, just don't overdo it. You can get too excited and overdo it. No, I don't grow better boys because most of those are owned by Monsanto. Unless you can find somebody that's got a strain of them before Monsanto took over them. Now, I've already posted my what tomato seeds I planted for this year. Now, I've got to remind everybody below every video is a description box. You have to click the more. I have the whole list of all the tomatoes that I planted for this year. It's like 250 seeds. Yep. Well, I could have had a garden in a while back, but the weather's been way too crazy. But yeah, it we've had late frost here. We've had you can't even every year back when I was a kid and a young adult, you could go by seven. It's called seven little winters. It means a cool down coming. Not always a frost, but we're going to get cool. I've got a video. It's an older video about the seven little winters. We couldn't even go by the seven little winters. Uh, red buds supposed to bloom in March. They were blooming in the beginning of February here. Everything is off. Everything is off. Good evening, our Journey Homestead. Welcome into chat. Hoot hoot. How are you doing? Mater sandwiches, you better believe it, or tomato salad. Yep, I've seen quite a few. I've seen quite a few garden signs with that on it. Good evening, B&B Home. Welcome into chat. Oot oot. How are you doing? Oh, thank you. I'm glad of that. But yeah, I'm gonna try. Depends on how I'm feeling tomorrow. If my chest, no, it's not my heart, y'all. If my chest will quit hurting, I'll be tilling tomorrow. It's been a long time since it's hurt. Now, when I was growing as a kid, it hurt because I knew when I was hitting a growth spurt, it would hurt. It's been a while since it's hurt, so I know I overdone it. Now, another thing I like is a what I call tomato salad. It's just diced tomatoes, diced either red onions or white, red or yellow onions, and a little bit of garlic, salt, pepper, little parsley. Stir that all together. Let it sit. Made or salad. No, it's not pleurisy. I was born with an enlarged breastbone. My breastbone is larger than it should be. So it would take, that's why I don't ever need to have open heart surgery because, well, it would take an act of Congress to get it to, split. No, I weed eated a lot yesterday because I got to get a spark plug for the lawnmower. And so I just weed eated for hours and hours. So the twisting back and forth got me. But no, I've had pleurisy before. It hurts. Thankfully, I haven't had that since I was a kid. That hurts. I did. I gave him a workout because I don't know what it is. Me and that weed eater. Yeah, Junior bought that weed eater for me before he got sick, and it's not one. It runs straight gas. It's a 4 cycle. I love that weed eater. Oh my God, I love that weed eater. Okay, trim as when you harvest the blooms or the plant. No, I don't put no sugar in my tomatoes, not whatsoever. In fact, if you want me to gag, give me a sweet tomato. Ooh, or sweet cornbread. Ooh, corn cake. Ooh. Good evening, Terminator. Welcome into chat. Hoot hoot. How are you doing? All right. Now, as for lavender, I have worked with it a little bit, not a whole lot, because it's tricky to grow lavender here. Well, where I used to be, I didn't get any yet this year. I might start some from seeds. I honestly have never heard of anybody trimming it back for the fall. Only time I've ever heard anybody talking about trim it back is cutting the bloom stems off. Might have to research on that one. I'm there's some plants that I just don't like to deal with, and lavender is one of them. Oh no, I am so sorry to hear that, Terminator. Oh, darling. Condolences. Tell your husband I am sorry to hear that. Ugh. Oh, God, no, Pearlio, no. Ew. No, it does not belong. Sugar does not belong in cornbread. There's very little that sugar belongs in. You do realize, Pearlio, Jiffy Mix is the first product that was on the shelf and still is. It's still the same recipe to this day. It was the first GMO on the market. And it has quite a few ungodly, horrible ingredients. One of them is a paint thinner. That's you if you want to eat the Jiffy. But Jiffy ain't allowed here. Ain't allowed here. Now I'll tell you, lavender, you have to do your research on your lavender. Your parents failed you, Pearlio. They did. Jiffy Mix is the devil. But I understand that you like it. And that's your choice. But yes, lavender. Lavender is up there with French tarragon. I don't like to really grow either one. You have to do your research on lavender. Good evening, Nature Ranger. Welcome into chat. Hoot hoot. How are you doing? I don't know, Pearlio. I don't buy that nasty stuff. Lord, it's horrible. It's horrible. All right. Lavender does not like wet feet at all. It likes a little bit of moisture, not much. You need to know which, you have to do your research on lavender. Know which variety will grow best for you. In this area, I'm not sure about me, but where we used to be, Munstead, God, that hurt. Munstead is the lavender for that area. I'm not sure here yet. Yeah, it is. And I'm sorry, Tammy, I just haven't grown. I've grown lavender before. It lasted about 3 years. I got tired of it. I babied the daylights out of it. That's why I don't grow tarragon, French tarragon. That's why I grow the Mexican mint tarragon because, or Mexican mint marigold, also known as Texas tarragon. It's the same flavor, but actually to me, it tastes better, it's easier, and it's a perennial. Then that's a good one for your area. Now, as for trimming back, we didn't at the Botanic Garden. We just left it alone. Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. If I get to talking about something they don't approve of, I'm still fighting about using what was free music on the seed swap. They're still trying to get me for copyright strike. Now it depends. Which kind of hominy are you talking about? Are you talking about canned lye soaked hominy or actual regular hominy that hasn't been lye soaked? I like both, but I prefer my Cherokee hominy. I have several videos in the playlist. I can't remember where it's at, making the hominy, and Angela can attest for how good it is. I blinked, so y'all be careful. They might be trying to bounce me. It's not my internet. Things have been acting shifty for a while. But yeah, at one time we did have an olive tree. Snowtopia. Snowtopia killed that one. Canned, you can saute it with butter and some pepper, and it's good that way. You can put it in soup. There's a lot of things you can do with canned hominy. I just prefer to cook the Cherokee hominy. Oh no, Nature Ranger, I'm so sorry to hear about that. Oh, that's horrible. But yeah, if you have any Mexican stores Or some Asian markets carry the dried cracked corn, the hominy that's not lye soaked. But there's a lot of ways to fix hominy, canned hominy, uh, also known as pozole, if I remember right. Like I said, my Spanish is very little. I remember elefante, that's elephant, and a few other words, a few cuss words I'm not saying. Yeah, but there's so much better herbs for hormone balancing than lavender and chamomile. So much better. Well, if that's what's working for you, mine, dark chocolate works for me. Um, it's not so much the internet. They've been after me for a while now. Siberian motherwort is even better than the regular motherwort for that. Uh, Chaseberry is really good too, also known as monk pepper or chase tree. There's a lot of good ones out there. Um, yep, chaseberry, chase tree, monk pepper. It's good for that, but it's not quite used. That's not what you would be guided to by an herbalist to use for hormonal therapy, because there's a lot of better ones. Good evening, Forest Girl. Welcome into chat. How are you doing? But yeah, I've been wanting a pomegranate. Apparently, pomegranates grow here. I don't know with the way the weather's changing so much. Not yet, but I have one spice bush that's living that Tammy sent me, and I found another one when me, Angela, and Junior went on our nursery hopping adventure. I have not had spice bush to work with. Yep, I've been seeing how crazy the weather is up in Alaska. But another one I want is a what is it, pineapple guava? It's supposed to live here. No, we're in Mississippi now. Northeast corner of Mississippi. We've been here for about 2 years, almost 2 years. Yeah. She uses hers for baking. Okay, Barb, you take care. You have a wonderful evening, better week ahead, and we'll see you next Monday night. Oh, yeah, it's been crazy, Janet. It's been crazy. Nature Ranger, are you still in here? I know it, and he's had a nap. This man sleeps more than most people need to. So y'all just got to realize where we were at, we didn't have any of what a lot of stuff that we have growing around us, like the spice bush and so on. Down here, it is wild herbtopia. I'm telling you, we have moved to the Ooznia motherland down here. Let me tell you, there is so much stuff around here that I have got to learn about. But yeah, another thing that we just surrounded by is, baby, wake up, is beauty berries just everywhere. When we were up in Memphis, the only way I could get a hold of beauty berries was go to the botanic garden, harvest them at the botanic garden, or go to my friend's house where they had them growing. But yeah, there's a lot. Oh, let me tell you, Angela, Junior and his baby Jesus, ever since we came home, he has left it sitting on his little TV dinner tray over here. No, we don't eat TV dinners. We watch TV and eat dinner, but yeah, he's been keeping up with his little baby Jesus like no tomorrow. But yes, he makes sure if it gets knocked over, he stands it back up. It's interesting, Angela. You started something. Junior and his baby Jesus. Yep. I flat out told him, I said, look, the other day it was laying down. I said, your mini me is laying down on the job. He looked at me and hurried up and picked him up. Oh, it's funny. You look at him laughing. See, he's woke up now. Are you laughing, baby? Yeah, it's rough to take, but that's medicine. That's why medicine is not supposed to taste good. That way it doesn't get abused. Yeah, we got oozy. I can't even walk outside. There'll be a little batch of oozy waiting on me to pick it up. Oh, yes, you do. I bet you do. I bet you do. You just haven't seen it yet. Chris, I bet you do have oozy where you're at. Got to remember there is a lot of different variations to Usnia. It's not always old man's beard long. It can be just like what I call a hooch patch. You know how some men will have that little bit of scraggly hair right there? It can look like that. Keith, please quit asking about Junior. He is fully disabled. There's not much he can do during the day. He watches TV, he takes a nap, sometimes he comes outside. Please realize he is fully disabled, and it's a miracle that he's alive. Yeah, it's in Michigan. Upper Michigan, middle, lower. You just have to look at it. Look for it. And yes, I am very protective over Junior. It's a miracle he's alive. He had two major strokes back to back. Well, he basically is as much healed as he'll get. He lost use of his right side, lost his speech, ability to go to the bathroom by himself. So, yeah, he's my miracle man. But yeah, Uzni is there. You just got to search for it. I have a lot of Uznia videos in my playlist. In my foraging playlist, there is going to be Uznia. There's one pretty much just dedicated to Uznia. There's 4 or 5 foraging videos on Uznia. There's making Uznia tincture and straining it videos. Uznia salve, Uznia in teas. I've got plenty of Uznia videos. He's 51, yep. Okay, Pete, you take care. Safe journey, darling. And we'll see you next Monday night. Hopefully, have a great week and a smooth move. But yeah, oh, the strokes aren't just all that Junior's had been through. It was 3 years back to back of pure hell. I take a dropper full. Now, if you have, here's the thing, you need a graduated dropper. That's a dropper that has the measurements on it. I take a dropper full in the morning, I take a dropper full in the evening. Now, with oozing it, there's only one side effect. Make sure that you drink plenty of fluids. Well, he was also too young to have the inside of his main artery split from an inch above his heart all the way down into his abdomen. Woohoo! I'm happy to hear about Xander. Lord, I'm telling you, I don't feel as young as I used to, but I got more on me because I'm a one woman army, and let me tell you, it can wear on you after a while. Pain relief, of course, wild lettuce, um, Solomon seal. I swear by Solomon seal oil for my tendonitis. Um, that's about the only two. No, I don't watch movies like that. Yep, I'm 56. Junior's 51. But yeah, just Junior, the past 4 years have been hell. Yeah, I have a lot of Solomon seal root in store thanks to that big massive haul, unfortunately from the botanic garden because they was going to destroy it all. So I have a lot in mylar bags and storage here at the house, not a storage building. But yeah, I'm trying to get my salmon seal built back up. Yes, I have quite a few videos about salmon seal. There's that one where I harvested, what was it, 75 pounds, something like that, from the botanic garden to keep them from throwing it in the compost pile. Yeah, we've had a rough road. And if anybody wants to know more about what Junior's been through, there's a playlist dedicated to Junior. Yeah, salmon seal is great for, I swear by it for my tendonitis. I swear by it for that. Arthritis, sprained muscles, muscles, uh, pulled tendons, pulled ligaments, so much. Arthritis, so much. Okay, inspired Renee, good night. You have a wonderful evening. Have a great week ahead, and we'll see you next Monday night. Nothing wrong with Junior's heart. Junior's heart is great. It's the main artery. It's we're still waiting on the grant to go through so I can finally get him back up to Vanderbilt. But no, it's there's three parts to two, three, three parts. Yeah, three parts to your main artery. Lord, let me get my story straight. The inner part is like PVC pipe, the tube. The outer part is like spray foam. The outer wrapping is like heavy duty cardboard. From an inch above his heart all the way down into his abdomen, the PVC pipe split and the blood was coming out, forcing the layer that's like foam down and destroying it. The only thing that was keeping Junior alive was the outer wall of his main artery. So he's bionic man. He's got stent work all the way from above his heart, all the way down his abdomen. He also had aneurysm. Didn't bust, thank God, but it stretched from his shoulder down in his abdomen and his main artery, into his left arm. Left arm, they had to do stent work in there. Tammy can answer for me any day, because I don't always see everybody's questions. But yes, Tammy has the right to answer for me. But yeah, the only thing keeping them alive was prayers, y'all. Prayers. And Vanderbilt Hospital. But yes, Tammy can answer for me any day. Tammy, Opal, anybody that knows the answer, Xander, yeah, can answer for me. Yeah, there's I think it's the playlist either says Junior or Tinian. I'm telling you, it's a horror movie. Well, the reason why Tammy can answer for me is she has been an owl from just about the very beginning. And then, see, the bad part is things happened every single year. First, it started off with Junior falling and breaking his right heel twice. A year after that is when he had the aortic dissection. A year after that is when he had the two strokes. And yep, we are all a family, so we all can answer for one another. Oh no. Oh, she went home. Okay, to her house. Lord, you just scared me to death, B&B. Wonderful to hear. Lord, I thought when you said she went home, I thought it meant something else. Sorry. All right, Janet, you take care. Good to see you, darling. Have a blessed evening, better week ahead, and we'll see you next Monday night. We are just two old owls. That's it. We're nothing special. Just me and Junior, and we're still beyond humbled, trying to figure out why everybody loves us so. We are just us. We are just like everybody else, trying to survive this world. And believe me, y'all, they're up to a lot of crap. You know that cruise ship crap that's going on? That was planned. You know why? We were warned about it back in 98. Episode of the X Files dedicated to it. Yep. Oh, that's wonderful being be home. I know she was happy. I'm glad she's up and doing good. That's what I get for looking up and going, oh my God, she went home. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Guess what? There's Bunch from America that was on the ship. Two of them have it. They're in some hospital in Georgia. There, I just found out earlier today. There's another one. I don't know where in America. They've just fully come down with all the symptoms. So get ready, y'all. Yeah, I'm blunt. I can't help it. That's the way I've always been. I was a blunt kid, and I just don't like things sugar coated. I'm not Willy Wonka's kid, and I prefer to save my sugar for my coffee and my sweet tea. Yeah, yes, miracles. Prayer is very important. Junior is proof that prayer works. I miss him being able to talk to me, but he's saying a few words, not many. But hey, he's alive, and I have him working his crossword, search a word, not crossword, because he can't do that yet. But y'all got to remember he had to learn how to. He can write a little bit because he lost everything on his right side, and that was his dominant side. No, as long as you subscribe to the channel, as long as you click like, comment once in a while, you just automatically, when you become, you subscribe to the channel. I don't, YouTube's after me hot and heavy to have paying memberships. I know what it's like not to afford stuff. All right, that's where the other one was. I know two are in Georgia. They're hospitalized. The other one had just came down this morning with full symptoms, but they didn't say where they were. I have a map where, all the ones that was on that ship have came back to America. Yep. Here's the thing. That virus, they're blaming rats. They're calling it the plague. Think back. When was the last time a great plague happened? Now, granted, most of the people on the ship hailed from Europe. Now, in the X Files, they described a lot about it. It was a plague, bio warfare. When was the last time there was a great plague that pretty much wiped out Europe? Good evening, Jason. Welcome in the chat. Hoot hoot. You better deal with it because you better get ready to protect yourself. Yes, it is. There was already a vaccine patented for it many, many years ago. B&B Home said you need to draw them a picture. They want you to draw them a picture. He said, okay. Good evening, Ark Wildman. Welcome into chat. How are you doing? That's just like the tick crap. It's all part of the bigger picture, y'all. I'll tell you right now what me and Junior's going to be doing. Oozing in elderberry tincture every day. That's what we done for the what come over the big water. We never got it. Oozing in elderberry. Ah, welcome back, Bounty. Yeah, they described it down to a T in the X File back from 1998. Now it's coming out now. We were warned by many things, many movies, things that's happened in movies are coming to fruition now. They warned us back then. Yep, Argentina, yes. B&B Home said, love you bunches. But yeah, it's all planned. Think about this. Now I got to be careful because they'll give me a strike if I'm not careful. Because, freedom of speech doesn't exist anymore. Yes, Hollywood's been very predictive. It's 1998. I'm going to have to break it down, see when it actually came out. But in the X Files show, they called it a plague. And of course, bio warfare. The tick situation now. They done slipped up at Davos. Done slipped up many years back, talking about alpha gal syndrome. And they're trying to get people to where they don't eat no meat no more. It was lab created. This happened at a United States military place. I forget where it is, Colorado somewhere, where they designed this to add to ticks and fleas and mosquitoes. How's the best way to keep people from eating meat? Make it to where they're allergic to it. So, yeah. And if you don't think there won't be another virus, go ahead. That's your right to believe in it. But you got to remember, they're trying to kill us out one by one. Yeah, these ticks have been released for a long time. She can't eat meat. They've been trying to get rid of cows for a long time, trying to make people believe it's their farts that's causing global warming. What's the best way to get rid of cows? Make it to where everybody gets allergic to eating meat. So, yeah. So, you can believe what you want to. I watch it. I pay attention. Am I scared? No, I'm prepared. And if you think you don't need to put food back. Pay attention to what's going on. One recall after another. They're changing the gas so older vehicles won't run. Okay, Angela, love you too, darling. I will hopefully get a chance to call you tomorrow. You take care. Have a blessed evening, better week ahead, and we'll see you hopefully next Monday night. Yep, but there's a cure for it. But people won't go through it because they're hardcore set on believing that they can't heal themselves. There's a cure for alpha gal. You got to be willing enough to fight for it. How bad do you want to be able to eat again? No, she didn't have to. She chose to. You can fight for your health and be able to do it. There's been many people reverse it. You got to be willing to quit being a lab rat. There's cures. I've told her multiple times what would cure it. But oh well. Nope, it's all lab. And the best thing anybody can do is quit trusting their government because they don't care about you. No politician gives a crap. Yep, I guarantee you, if I got sick, if I ate meat, I would fight tooth and nail like a rabid saber-tooth tiger because I'd be damned if I'd give up my right to eat meat. Now, you either want it bad enough or you're just willing to go with the flow. You have to be willing to fight. I've always been a fighter. I learned a long time ago the underdog wins if it fights hard enough. Oh, they've already started the crap with the bird flu, saying that, it's transmitted to cows now and pigs and, crap. The problem is too much genetic engineering of crap. But, yeah, I will go down fighting before I ever back cowtail and bend over and worship nobody. Uh, no. And see, that's the problem. I understand I'm not a cold hearted old, you know what, bee. I'm not a cold hearted bee, y'all. I do care. But you got to be willing to fight. But yeah, there's so much going on, y'all. It's so much, and it's disgusting. I never in my life would have ever thought I'd be seeing all of this go on. I've been alive for 56 years. This crap is getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. And that's because you work your tail off. That's the difference between people from back then and now. Most people don't do hardcore labor. They sit in front of a laptop. They don't get out and actually work. I mean, manual labor. And that's why the health and plus the food. My God, read what's in the food. But yeah, it's what's in the food that's what's killing everybody. Yep, every once in a while I take some Advil, also known as Adwil. If it gets to the point where I can't take it because I'm a grin and bear it, I will take Advil because the other stuff, the wild lettuce, knocks me out. Don't matter what the dosage is, I'll go to sleep. Yep, we're fixing to have to get off here because I'm not going to lie, I'm starving. I am hungry, have not ate anything. Junior's ate, but he's probably getting hungry too. You getting ready for dinner? I just wished I could talk freely, and I'm so sick of having to talk in code words. Good night, Apple. You have a great night. Better week ahead, and we'll see you next Monday night. But yeah, I don't like having to talk in code words. But if I want to keep my channel, I have to talk in code. One day we'll be free. One day. All right, everyone, y'all take care. Y'all stay safe and sound. Keep your eyes and your ears open. You can be informed and not paranoid. You gotta don't give it your power. You have to be informed to know what's going on. And I check once in a while, but I can be informed and not paranoid. But I know what they're doing. I know what's coming down the pike, and there's going to be a lot of lemmings out there. A lot of lemmings. You either a fighter or you're going to bow down to their will. Be prepared, not scared. Yep. Oh, tell Alexander we love and miss him too. All right, everyone, we're going to get off here. Want to wave? Junior's over here dying to wave, y'all. Y'all take care. Know that you are loved and appreciated more than you know. We do not take y'all for granted. We are thankful for each and every one. Just know that because I can't always answer comments, it's not because I don't care. It's because I'm exhausted or too busy. Just know I'm catching up slowly. I might have to just go through and start just clicking them unless it's a really important question and I'll answer. Y'all just know that we love and appreciate you more than you know. Everyone, take care. Have a blessed evening, a better week ahead, and we will see you next Monday night. Hoot, hoot. Mwah. Love y'all. And we'll see you next Monday night. Y'all take care.